How's it going, everyone? Today's video is Darin Geddes' son, Jordan Geddes, speaking live to Dolly on Dolly Vision. So please go and show your support to Dolly Vision. So this is just my opinion, but why does everyone in this case lie? That's the main addiction, if you ask me, because here we have somebody phoning Dolly to prove they're not lying and blatantly lying, saying one thing, then slipping up and saying something totally different. But you just listen and see if you notice anything. Now, I'm not saying he's a bad person or he's involved. All I'm saying is he's lying, and it makes you think why.
Okay, take care. Bye-bye.
All right, peace. Okay, somebody said Durwood's son wants to call in, is trying to call in. Okay, listen. If you're out there, don't call in. If this is Durwood's son, I got to hear the son at this point, right? So let Durwood's son call in. Don't blow up the phones. Darin's son is trying to call. Okay. All right. I'm going to open the phone lines. Everybody, only open to Darin's son. Dolly.
Yeah, how you doing, Dolly?
How's it going? This Darin's son?
Yeah, this is Jordan Geddes.
Jordan Geddes. Okay, what's going on with you, Jordan?
I want to say one thing, maybe a couple things. My father is trying to do everything he can for Lilly and Jack.
Uh-huh.
Everything that's going on.
I believe your father. I think he's just getting misinformation.
Please. Yeah, I don't know. Everything that's going on between what people are saying and dividing the fucking goddamn conversation to fucking something negative. My father's trying to help as much as he can. My old man is a good man.
Uh-huh.
Like, my family right now is getting a little bit torn apart by this.
Uh-huh. Okay. I believe I believe you. I believe it.
Call me a scammer. The other people, like, I got people showing up at the house. I'm damn good friends with Daniel.
Uh-huh.
I knew him for a long time.
Okay.
I said from the very get-go that he had nothing to do with this.
Okay.
Why would anybody do that? Especially someone as good as Daniel, in my mind.
Well, I don't personally know Daniel, so I'm trying to learn myself a little more about Daniel.
Well, everyone needs to learn because everyone keeps saying crazy shit. There's people up here taking pictures of my house, taking pictures of me. I'm getting fucking goddamn messages and whatnot.
Hey, look, I'm going to ask you one thing, okay? You can say every cuss word that you want to say. I have no problem with.
Okay, I'll stop cursing then.
No, you can curse, but just don't use the GD word, okay? That's the only thing. You can say fuck, damn, shit.
Yes, I got you there now. No GD words.
No GD words. And you can go ahead and take the floor and say whatever you like.
My father's trying as much as he can. He's getting a ton of heat right now.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
My family's getting heat. People are anonymously sending me messages. They're fucking, they're coming to my house, taking pictures, drones over the top of it. I just talked to the RCMP today. People are saying my family is incest. They're saying,
"Oh wow,
yeah, it's getting quite pathetic." If you ask me, one man figured out a lot more than a lot of other fucking people could.
Yeah. Well, I mean, apparently your father's close to both sides. So.
What do you mean close to both sides?
Well, he says he's kin to Malaya. Is that true? He's a third cousin.
Down the line for sure.
And he's friends with Daniel and Daniel's brothers and his family. So that's what I mean, that he's close to both sides.
He's friends with the brothers of the family. Yep. No, I'm not going to start clarifying too much. It's just I can't stand the thought of people trashing and people showing up, me chasing them away.
Uh-huh.
Taking pictures. The RCMP showed up and said that I was in the front yard of my house where my father doesn't live no more because him and my mother are separated.
Okay. Did they separate behind this? What's going on?
No, they separated 8 years ago.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay.
And it's out of proportion with everything. I don't know quite what it is, but why would I be like, why Would I be in the front yard with Daniel's kids and Malaya in the fucking yard with Meadow?
Okay, they're saying you were in the front
Like, I
yard
was
of your
the other
house
day.
with Meadow and Daniel, or in front yard of
That's what they
Daniel's
say.
house.
Yeah. No, my house.
Okay.
Where I grew up.
Uh-huh.
That's what the tips are. I know the RCMP are trying their best, and God bless them.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't aware of that.
What's happening right now is getting out of hand. I heard a couple things now that's going on with my father, that he's going to get hurt.
Oh, I haven't heard that.
Well, to whoever is getting out of hand here in a way with a man that's literally trying to help.
Yeah, I don't think your dad's a bad guy. I think he's been feeding information that he believes is real, but at the same time, I'm going to lie to you. I think Daniel lied in the beginning, and I think Malaya lied in the beginning. Now, and I believe your dad is hearing a lot of information coming from Daniel's side, and he's running with it. And I don't believe that to be accurate information at all. That's
Daniel
opinion, you know.
I don't care. Yeah, everyone's entitled to their opinion, and I guess they're entitled to their insults. But from what I know, and I don't know really much, just I probably friggin' sound like friggin' I'll wing that right now, but Daniel passed a polygraph, didn't he? Why would Daniel be running through the woods like a maniac looking for the kids? But he loves those kids.
So he says.
He's a good man. I knew him for years. I knew him since, okay, I'm 33 now.
Uh-huh.
I knew him since I was 14 years old, matter of fact.
Okay.
People can blow this up as much as, like, it's just the hate, the harassment against everything people make in face. But why am I getting pictures taken of me?
I don't know. I didn't even know you was involved in it, to be honest with you. I know Durwood because Durwood called in. Yeah, when I first talked to Durwood,
well,
he
the
never.
Internet's a poison thing. It's a ferocious thing, and my poor brother too, and like his side of what his kids, his mother and whatnot too, they're getting harassed. Everyone in this situation now is getting so stressed out. And these people with their full fucking talk and their 2 cents.
Uh-huh.
It's not fair. It's about Lilly and Jack, and there's a man trying to help. If anyone can hear me, I'm telling you right now, and I know maybe things got off the wall a little bit with what was said.
Uh-huh. Well, let me ask you there. Tell me your name one more time. I don't want to call you Durwood Jr. What's your first name?
Jordan.
Jordan, what do you think happened? Let me ask you that. What do you think happened?
It doesn't matter what I think. Yeah. I think that I have no opinion on it because I'm just an outsider watching. I didn't hear about this until a week ago. I work every day, 14 hours a day.
And you heard about it about a week ago. What, when people started saying stuff to your dad?
What's that?
What'd you hear about it when people started saying things to your dad?
Pretty well, yeah.
And so your opinion is just Daniel's a good guy and he wouldn't do these things. Do you know Malaya very well?
I never met Malaya. I never met Lilly and Jack.
Okay.
I never met anyone.
When was the last time you seen Daniel before this happened? Like, had you seen him recently?
Daniel, I sent him a message when this first happened.
Uh-huh.
I sent the message and I told him I know he wouldn't do these things.
Uh-huh.
I seen him maybe about 2 hours in the last, I don't know, 6 weeks maybe.
Okay.
He's watched. And like, how can I put it? Without more fucking heat.
Well, here's the thing about the internet. Whatever you say is going to be picked apart, no matter what you say.
That's what people do. You know, when people have no time, they don't give a shit, and they go back to their little lives.
Yeah, I mean it's exactly true. I mean, you got to know that when you come up here, even everything you're saying right now is going to be picked apart and it's going to be played on a bunch of YouTube channels.
That's fine right now with me, but I just want everybody to know my old man is doing everything he can for these kids. He's not after the $150,000 reward.
Mm-hmm. Well, when he first started talking, there wasn't even a reward yet. So I know he ain't about the reward.
That shows right there, doesn't it?
Yeah, he started talking before the reward was even out there.
Right?
Yeah. Now, who he's getting the information from, I just believe these people. Daniel told some inconsistent statements that much as he's your friend or how much
everyone told inconsistent statements.
But why? That's what we're trying to get to, is why would they tell inconsistent statements, Jordan? We got missing kids, and there's people are not telling 100% the truth. It's people, you got to understand when things like that happen, people are going to question it. They're going to question it heavily, and it's only growing on the internet as these things come out.
It's just the tip. This is what it is. It's only been a week and a half.
Mm-hmm. That's what
I had to. What statements is what I want to know. That's the funny thing, though. Now that everyone has their own opinion, just like you said, and everyone keeps putting their tips in.
Yeah.
And now there's a lot of things that are happening right now, even violence right now. It's kind of crazy to me if you really think about it.
I hope there ain't no violence because nobody really knows. There's people suspect things, right? But to act on it.
Why can't people just? I can't even really wrap my head around. I'm just trying to. Trying to wrap my head around this. I want people to know that my dad's trying to do everything. He ain't a fucking drunk.
We've heard that.
He's a good man.
I thought he was I think he's telling us what he's hearing, and that's truthful. He's hearing these things
from both sides of the family. Like I've met partially most of one part of the family and one part of the other. And listen, I keep to myself. I'm on my own business.
Yeah,
I try to as much as I can until right now, I guess, because I want to protect my father and the people that are going after my father. Free people, if they know who I'm talking about, I know.
So there's certain people. He even told me that people were making threats towards him and his family. Now, I know nobody in here. I don't allow people in my room to make threats towards people. They'll get kicked, slam out. So I know it ain't nobody here threatening them. But he told me the same thing, that, he was having problems. People were threatening him just because he wants to help the kids. And I think that what it is he's repeating a lot of what Daniel has said to him. And people just believe that Daniel is a bad guy. And I think that's the reason that people are coming at your father, is because they believe he's speaking for Daniel.
Yeah, you're right, Ben. You know what? You're damn right there. People, but that's their opinions. That's the thing. And I want just to try to clarify a little bit. Maybe it would ease off a little bit if they could. I literally couldn't go to work today because of my nerves and whatnot. I had to call in. I'm an essential worker now.
Okay.
I woke up to the RCMP in my yard asking me questions about Lilly and Jack in my front yard. Now that's
today? They came to your house today?
Today, yep.
Okay.
And I already reported so many videos of YouTube with my dad's face on and all this horse shit, and they're just bashing him and bashing him and bashing him.
Okay.
I told them exactly what they asked me. Why would Lilly and Jack be in my yard? And
so somebody reported that Lilly and Jack were in your front yard?
A tip is what it was. A tip that was got off.
Oh, okay.
But my brother has 2 kids around the same age, and my woman does too.
Oh, okay.
Thank God that no one knows quite what is going on with my goddamn friggin' niece, my nephew, and my stepkids.
Yeah.
Now they're here taking pictures like fucking freaks.
That's crazy.
Trying to get their next story. Man, I'm going to tell you right now.
Are you in a rural area of Canada, or are you in the city of Canada? The people are just coming out the woodwork like that?
Well, yeah, well, no, unless they air tag the truck or an SUV, man. I don't know. Somehow they know, but a lot of people know who the Geddeses are around this area anyway, because Dad did own an excavation business. He did. He's not he wasn't a fucking cop either. I don't know why these videos are going around.
No, he didn't say, he never said he was a cop.
No, but it's just funny, crazy shit that I'm seeing, the YouTube. Like,
yeah, I ain't heard that one yet. That's a new one for me, that he was a cop.
No.
He said, he told me he was retired and he tinkers around in the yard. That's what he told me.
Exactly what he does, yeah. He fixes trucks and he works hard as much as he can. His back is blown out. He's an old man.
Yeah.
And he's just trying to help out these kids with the family members that need it. And there's a couple links that went down the line. I don't know any idea about it.
So from your knowledge of Darin, he's always been a good guy to you.
Oh yeah, he's been a good guy to me. A good guy to my brother as much as you can. There's family troubles that have always happened with every family. You know what I mean, right?
Yeah. No, there's no perfect family, not at all.
So it's the crazy things that people are saying right now. Like, I have a hard time even going into town because I feel like people are watching me. They're watching my mom. My poor mother's probably having a fucking heart attack at this point. My brother.
Oh Lord. So it's affecting y'all in y'all's day-to-day life.
Oh yeah, easy. I couldn't go to work today. Dolly, or what's your real name?
My real name is Jimmy.
Yeah, what's that?
My real name is Jimmy.
Jimmy? Okay, well, I'm Jordan.
Okay, nice to meet you, Jordan.
Jimmy. Imagine Daniel's life, though, too. And the guy did pass a polygraph test.
Yes, he did.
And he's doing as much as he can. And now I don't know, I'm not getting into it too far. I have no really opinion of it. It's just kind of pathetic to me, the way that people on YouTube and on Facebook are adding me and adding, like, it's insane. Like,
well, you know, now there's going to be a lot of people talking about you now because
I hope they do talk. Well, I don't hope they do, but I'm trying to clarify. What more did they do than my father did in this situation?
Well, it's just talking. I don't think, no, you know, a lot of people on the YouTube streets, they make these threats like they're going to do this and they're going to do that. I get a lot of them just being a YouTuber, and nobody ever does nothing. You know, they make these threats like they're going to do something. And I don't even take the threats really serious, but I ain't going to tell people not to take threats seriously because you never know. Somebody may say something, and there's a lot of nut jobs out here in this world, but a lot of people over time have threatened me up here, and I don't pay it a lot of mind, but I'm not going to tell other people that because then something bad could happen. So I would say take any threat seriously, but I wouldn't worry myself to death about these threats that are coming on the internet because people are just talking shit.
No, they are definitely talking shit. And like,
especially when you don't know. And then it's not like your family has been accused of doing anything to the kid. But then again, I've heard people say,
well, what the RCMP literally came in, man, and they just asked me, we heard that you were in the front yard playing with the kids.
Playing with the kids. That is wow. See, that's new.
Fucking seen them in my goddamn life.
Never met the kids, never seen them. The kids that somebody's seen in your yard or your family kids.
No, I guarantee it was probably my brother's kids or it was my woman's kids or something. I don't know. I'm probably bringing heat on me now too. But I want everybody to know that the old man is just trying to do the best he can.
Okay. Well,
and it's more than what they're fucking doing than being negative and accusing.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. This is kind of what the internet is. I don't know if this is your first. I'm sure it is because your family probably hasn't been through nothing like this. And when stuff like this happens, everybody at some point on YouTube gets accused. I'm just, because I've been here doing true crime for 4 years. This ain't the first, case that I've seen family members get drugged into. There was another case just recently, and every family member in the people's family got blamed. I mean, down to they burnt the kid alive at a construction site, that the cousins did it. That
it's nowhere near what the Geddeses are. There's nowhere near that.
Yeah. And so you hadn't seen Daniel right before this, and you've only seen him a couple hours since this happened. And and you don't really know Malaya, so I can't really ask you nothing about Malaya. What do you think the kids ran off? Do you believe that the kids?
No, I don't want to get my nose stuck into it too far. I have my opinions, but this is what a smart guy looking from the outside. I'm not smart, really, but this is what a guy that knows a little bit about bullshit. I can't really say my opinion. I have my opinion, but
let me ask you this: Do you believe what your dad is saying? Do you believe what he's saying?
Yep, you're goddamn right I do, because my dad doesn't step out of character like that too far. Like, we had hard times. There's hard times and good times. My brother and him got in a hard little moment there. And that's neither here or there.
Yeah.
Hopefully, but I guarantee that they're going to have a hard time getting over this.
Yeah, because this ain't going away. I mean,
no, it's not. This is the tip of the iceberg to me.
Yeah, I can let you know now. It definitely ain't going to go away. It's actually going to probably get worse before it gets better.
Yeah, that's what I know for a fact.
You know, that's just being dead honest with you.
No, that's fine. It is. It already is. Like, I'm getting paranoid anyway with people. There's drones flying over the house. There's people taking pictures. There's people stopping in front of my fucking house.
Yeah, I'm sure that's pretty wild and hard to get used to. And your dad ain't even there.
No, he don't live here. He does not live here. He hasn't been here for years.
Yeah, he said
he comes in and out to use the barn, but now he can't even do that.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, he said he told me, he said it was bringing stress on him and that he was going to be quiet for a little while because it was bringing stress on him and stress on his family. People were making threats to him. Now, I believe when your dad's...
I will protect my family.
I believe your dad is a good guy.
And he the old man will. Dad did a lot of things for a lot of people that are really good.
Yeah, and I believe he's repeating what he's heard. It's just me myself, I don't believe everything he's hearing to be truthful, but I believe when your dad says it, that's what they told him. I believe he's a genuinely good guy.
If you tell a lie and you tell it, that makes you a liar. You know what I mean?
Well, if you're repeating what somebody said to you, and you don't know if it's a lie, then you're just repeating it. I don't think he's out here purposely lying and making up shit. I believe he really heard these things and he's repeating it. And I believe that some of the people that are saying things, somebody in this ain't being 100% truthful. So that way, I don't know. Sometimes it seems like he's picking a side, and if he's getting the information from that side, I mean, I don't know. I'd say it's probably quite the way that I'm coming across right now. Agitated, and that's the way the old man is, right? We get frustrated. Yeah, I mean, that's anybody. That's going to be anybody.
My voice that I'm probably aggressive, doesn't it, a little bit? But the old man is just trying to help. And everybody that is calling them names and threatening us and taking pictures of us and drones going over.
Yeah, that should definitely not be happening. That for sure should not be happening.
I would like them to put themselves in Daniel's shoes and my shoes, and even every side of the family, both sides of the family, because it's not right.
Well, yeah, I think
I should sleep.
You know what I think a lot of people are having a hard time with, and this is just my opinion, is that Malaya is not coming out speaking to the media.
I think it was a Snapchat of her at the goddamn beach, brother.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
So that he sounds fucked up. I'm trying to keep my nose out of it, but today I couldn't go to work because my nerves were shot.
Yeah. And I
my
think
dad's a good man. He tried as much as he could, as he can, and he will continue. I know he will, because that's the way a man is.
It's kind of hard to get past that picture you just mentioned. And I think it's hard for a lot of people out here to get past that picture, because a lot of people feel like, I know you probably don't even want to touch in on this, but a lot of people feel like she should be out looking for that child, or at least doing media and saying, hey, I want my child home.
Sure, your GD right.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
and I know Daniel for a fact is still doing everything that he can. I know that, because that's the way he was, man. There's stories that I could tell you, but those are for a personal time, that about him and I when we were kids, and not kids, but high school. And
let me ask you this: is Daniel a real protective guy?
Anyone, just like the old man would.
Yeah, that's what I think. Because sometimes, listen, I don't want to say nothing bad about your friend, but I'm going to. I think he's protecting Malaya. I just truly feel like he loves Malaya, and he's protecting her. Do you?
Yes, dude.
Okay,
Yeah.
you will. Well, you know the guy better than I know him, but I just kind of get that vibe from him that he really loves and cares about Malaya and that he would protect her. But like, listen,
No,
I've been wrong before.
From what I understand, just a few times I talked to him here recently. Not recently, in the last 6 weeks or whatever it was. He gave up on her. Why wouldn't he?
Yeah, I mean, she kind of left him to get ran over by the bus. You know,
what would you do? What would you do if you were in love with a woman? You know what I mean? And then
it's hard. That's what I'm saying. It's one of those hard things.
But I know for a fact, like, it's just not. He gave up on her. He's doing everything he friggin' can. And my father's trying to do everything he can, and there's repercussions. There's collateral damage now, just like me. Do you think that I want to be on this fucking podcast right now talking? No, I don't. I'm a quiet guy.
Yeah. I can understand that. I'm glad you called in and tried to clear some of this stuff up, especially if there's being threats made towards you. Because listen, people, because I know this is going to be replayed. If you out here threatening this family, you guys are idiots, right? That they're idiots to do something like that. Listen, we don't know what happened, right? Right now, people are suspects, and you're innocent to proven guilty anyway, right? So,
you know what I mean? It's a fucking asshole. You and me is what assumptions do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Assumptions, they go nowhere. That's like stress that you can't even deal with until a goddamn week later. You're just wearing yourself to death.
Yeah.
It's just not fair that I'm fucking chasing people away from this fucking house.
Yeah, people should not be near your property or invading your space. None of that stuff. That's the work of law enforcement. And like you said, RCMP came up there today. If they need anything, they'll come up to your house. So why strangers would be invading your space?
Today, they already talked to my old man. My old man already went to the RCMP many times.
Yeah.
He has his opinion about them and whatnot, and maybe I do too a little bit, but there's things that aren't right that has not, and maybe I do too a little bit, but there's things that aren't right that has happened, but that's neither here or there right now. It's about Lilly and Jack, and my dad is got himself talking about in the middle of it, and he has his fucking goddamn little clues, and Daniel's a good man, and like there's clues that have happened that no one would have known about without my old man. So can't people see for a second that he is trying?
Yeah. I mean, when nothing was coming out from the RCMP, your dad was the only person giving any kind of information in it. So, so hopefully everything calms down on your family and y'all can get past this, but I'm just telling you now, it's the calm before the storm.
I'll say that right now. And God bless Lilly and Jack and Daniel and Malaya and everyone. God bless the people that are talking shit, because fucking, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not fair. It's not fair for someone. It's not fair at all. Is all I gotta say. And like,
okay, Jordan.
I probably sound like an idiot, and I'm closing the conversation down right now. But friggin'.
Well, I mean, no, I can understand where you're at. If somebody was attacking my family, I would be a little upset about it too. And
more than upset, brother. You're from Virginia.
I don't want you to think I'm attacking your dad. I just disagree with your dad.
No, I understand.
When I talk to your dad seems like a good guy to me, and he sounds like he's repeating what he's heard, and I don't take him as a bad person. So I just
disagree. He could do with it. In my mind, is what he could. He brought things to the light, and he revamped the investigation.
Yeah.
I don't know. Other than that, I try to kind of keep my nose out of it.
Truly, I hope what your dad is saying is legit, because that means the kids are alive and well somewhere. And I hope that is the case.
The truth will come to light.
I hope so. Well, Jordan, it was good talking to you, brother. If you need anything, you got the call-in number. You're welcome to call anytime. I
appreciate it. No, I appreciate it. Okay.
All right, man. You be good.
Take care.
All right, peace. Now I get what Jordan's saying. I get exactly what he's saying, and I hope that's the truth. Now, do I believe everything that his dad is saying. I believe his dad is being truthful, that these people are saying this stuff. I just don't believe the stuff that's coming from these people, right? Durwood seems like a good old timer, right? You can kind of tell his vibe. His son sounds just like him, though. He sounds like a younger version of Durwood. I think that GD thing is just maybe a Canadian way they talk when they get a little riled up. You know what I'm saying? Because even though I kind of like, you can say every other cuss word, and he did, he still had that GD in it. And that's just one of those things that, I mean, I get it. That's why I didn't even say nothing to him. I try to stop him while he was saying it. Real emotion sometimes in his channel come out, right? It just is. There's a lot of realness in this, right? And it's you gotta remember, I get what he's saying. If you put yourself in your situation, you got people threatening your family, showing up at your house. But what did we learn from him here? That the RCMP are looking into every lead and every tip. Okay, because I told you they're building. You know, that's what I was told, that they're building charges against these people, but they're treating everything seriously. And they even went to his house today, wondering what kids were in the front yard. Now, apparently, according to Jordan, they have family that are kids too, his girls' kids and his brother's kids. And they seen kids in the front yard, and somebody has reported these kids as it being Jack and Lilly. And he says he's never met Jack and Lilly. So I'm probably pretty sure that's why he's coming out now speaking. And of course, his dad has been getting it pretty hard. I like Durwood. I think he's a decent human being, but he's getting information and he's repeating it. And some of this information is coming from people that a lot of us consider suspects in the disappearance of Jack and Lilly. Clearly, Daniel and Malaya. Okay, so anything coming from Daniel and Malaya right now is suspect. Okay, because there's inconsistencies, and I don't think anybody can deny that. That's what I tried to explain to him. I was like, listen, you're getting this so bad because there's inconsistencies in what your friend has said. Daniel has said some things, and then he wrote in text messages that the timeline is wrong. He wish he could say more. And these are things that should have been said in the beginning to the authorities, right? Now, I pray to God that Durwood is 100% right. These kids are somewhere alive and healthy, and that would be great. And if the truth does come out, then just remember, Jordan, the sooner this truth comes out, the sooner this heat gets taken off of everybody. Just like it's putting heat onto your family, it's also putting heat onto the RCMP to do their job. So even though there's bad in it, right, and you're experiencing the bad, that heat that you're feeling is the same heat that the RCMP is feeling from the public, and it's putting pressure on them to get out there and to check every lead. Now, you may have gotten caught up in somebody that reported something false, but it may be that one tip that comes in that does lead the RCMP to where Jack and Lilly is. So the sooner this all comes to light, you know, and if your dad helps bring it to light, I understand he's not out for the $150,000. Durwood called in here days before that reward was even issued. And he was saying the same thing. He told me in the very beginning, before any of this started, he said, I'm going to stir the pot a little bit and see what comes out. Now, he has been repeating what Daniel and them have been saying, and he believes it. You can truly see or hear it in his voices, the compassion and his belief that he believes what he's been told. Does that make it true? Not necessarily. It just means Durwood believes it to be the truth. Okay? That don't mean everything he believes to be the truth that I'm going to believe to be the truth. Right? Like I said, I think he's a good guy. I think he's honestly repeating what he's heard. Janie said this. I'm sure Janie did say that. But why is Janie saying that now and not when Jack and Lilly went missing? There's for every answer he has, there's still more questions. And there's always going to be questions until these children are found. And for anybody that don't have nothing to do with it and is being dragged into this, it's going to suck. it's just the nature of the beast. And I try to be as honest as I could be with Jordan. I was like, Jordan, you think it's bad now? It's going to get worse. It's always, this is the calm before the storm. And it ain't no need to lie to the young man, right? It ain't no need to lie to him. Like, you think people are just going to stop because you ask people to stop? That ain't how the internet works. It's a beast. It is. But there's two sides to the internet. There's the bad side to the internet, and there's the good side to the internet. And I always try to take the bad with the good, because I know that there's bad players in this, and there's people out here that do make threats, and you shouldn't be making threats towards Daniel, Malaya, Durwood, his son, the mother, the grandmother, the cousins, even to Logan, to Malaya's friends. You shouldn't be physically threatening anybody on the internet or in general as a person. Let law enforcement do their job. If they did something horrible, they're going to pay for it. Okay, we're not the judge, jury, and executioner. We may be the YouTube, jury, but we ain't the actual jury. So don't threaten to hurt people, do harm to people, and all that. Now, as far as people showing up and things like that, that's going to happen. Curiosity. People are curious, or they hear things and they want to see for themselves. And I don't think it's a lot of Americans showing up at his house. So these are people from Peekdo and surrounding areas that are interested in this case. Down there is some Canadian channels that are covering this stuff. There's not a whole lot of Canadian true crime channels. There's a few of them. And I've seen some of them channels, and I don't see, like, let's just say the Crime and Shame. I don't see them threatening nobody or their viewers they seem like really nice women and girls. So I doubt it's them. But there's other sources out there. Now, I don't think Durwood has nothing to do with the disappearance of Jack and Lilly. But to me, my number one suspects, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna sugarcoat nobody for nobody at all, of course, are Daniel and Malaya. They were home. They were with the kids when the kids went missing. When the police cleared them, all right, or the RCMP says, listen, Daniel and them have nothing to do with it. He's right. Daniel did pass a lie detector test, but the RCMP hasn't came out and said Daniel's not a suspect. Now, if the RCMP wanted some of this heat off of Daniel, they would come out and say it. There's other missing kids out here that the police have come out and said, listen, these people are not suspects. They've cooperated. They've been vetted, or they're cleared. And we're looking at other avenues dealing with the disappearance of these kids. So, but they haven't done that for Malaya or Daniel yet. Okay. Or for grandma or for the brother. And like I said, it's growing bigger and more interest in it every day. And he's going to have it hard for a little bit.
So that's the end of that. Did you notice Darin Geddes saying he only found out a week ago? So around the 23rd of June. Then he's really thinking about what he says before he speaks. But then he slips up and he said he told Daniel Martel at the very start he didn't think he had anything to do with it. So if I have worked it out right, why is he saying a 52-day difference in when he found out? Just my thoughts and opinions. See you all in the channel's next video. Take care.